Apa sih yang sebenarnya terjadi pas Pak Prabowo guncang Amerika Serikat?
The US and Indonesia have reached a trade deal.
Your fault for giving me a podium.
Masa-masa Indonesia cuma dianggap negara antah berantah.
Getting married in Indonesia is
to signatories.
Masa-masa itu tuh udah lewat.
So Indonesia is no longer the sleeping giant.
Guys, aku kadang suka bingung lihat media barat. Ada yang hobinya cuma nyari celah. Buat apa? Buat numpahin negatif ke Indonesia. Katanya ini salah, itu nggak bener. Seolah-olah di negara mereka sendiri udah nggak ada masalah aja deh.
the number of people getting married in Indonesia is plummeting.
Tapi ini kebetulan banget pas Pak Prabowo datang dan kasih pidato di AS, tiba-tiba semuanya langsung diam 1000 bahasa. Ternyata malah kena gaplok lewat fakta-fakta cerdas beliau.
I think it's your fault for giving me a podium.
Makanya guys, hari ini kita bakal bedah tuntas apa sih yang sebenarnya terjadi pas Pak Prabowo guncang Amerika Serikat kemarin. Dan seperti biasa aku bakal ngasih ngomentarin semuanya. Siap guys, let's go!
We now realize, I think the region realizes that Indonesia is no longer the sleeping giant. We are starting to wake up a bit.
Guys, kalimat Indonesia is no longer the sleeping giant atau Indonesia bukan lagi raksasa yang sedang tidur. Kalimat itu benar-benar jadi benang merah. Ya guys, benang merah yang kuat banget di seluruh pidato Pak Prabowo kali ini. Intinya masa-masa di mana Indonesia cuma dianggap negara antah berantah di Asia Tenggara. Masa-masa itu tuh udah lewat, sudah usai selamanya. Sekarang dunia internasional guys, bahkan Amerika sekalipun, ya udah harus memperhitungkan kekuatan Indonesia ya. Itu benar-benar terjadi luar sana. Oke guys, yuk terus nonton.
As you know, Indonesia always remember the role that the United States has played in our history. The US was instrumental supporting our struggle for independence in the 1940s, 45 to 49. We were fighting a war of independence, trying to free ourselves from Dutch colonialism.
Oh ya guys, Pak Prabowo nyenggol sejarah di sini. Dan cara beliau nyenggol tuh cerdas banget. Beliau ngingetin Amerika kalau sebenarnya udah ada hubungan yang lama banget antara Indonesia dan AS. Bahkan sejak zaman lawan penjajah Belanda dulu. Dan guys, dengerin deh, sejarah itu penting banget. Kenapa? Soalnya sejarah itu yang nentuin siapa kawan sejati, siapa lawan sejati, atau bahkan musuh. Ya, soalnya kan ada banyak negara luar sana yang soal sejarah tuh, sini inget, sana nggak inget, itu mah namanya amnesia. Amnesia sama asal-usul sendiri ya. Pokoknya guys, jangan sampai deh Indonesia jadi bangsa yang kayak gitu. Betul nggak sih guys? Yuk komentar di bawah.
And the US was instrumental in supporting us. And throughout our history, we always saw the United States helping us in critical times. And I think this shows actually how at least the current leaders of Indonesia, we always try to teach the younger generation to never forget our friends who were friends in our times of need. So there are also friends who will be friends when everything is going well. I think in your idiom it's called fair weather friends. But it shows how old I am actually, right? It shows I remember those tough times, right?
The US and Indonesia have reached a trade deal that's being hailed as a victory for both countries.
Terus Pak Prabowo negasi ya, menggarisbawahi kalau Indonesia tetap setia pada politik bebas aktif.
Even though maybe politically we have a tradition of non-alignment. That's our tradition. In our foreign policy, we take the position of great respect for all the great powers.
Dan guys, meski temenan sama AS, Pak Prabowo tetap tancap gas soal prinsip Indonesia ya, yaitu prinsip politik bebas aktif. Nah sekarang guys kita masuk ke bagian ekonomi nih. Ini bagian yang krusial banget buat para investor. Biar apa? Biar investasi makin deras mengalir ke Indonesia. Iya guys, biar makin banyak lapangan kerja baru buat masyarakat Indonesia dong.
We have managed our economy prudently over the years. We have never defaulted, not once in our history. We have never defaulted on our debts. Even succeeding administration, succeeding governments will always respect the debts of previous governments, even though maybe they were very strong opponents of each other. But the tradition in our society is to respect our obligations, and this is the tradition that we have followed up to now.
The agreement with Investment and Downstreaming Minister, His Excellency Roslan Roslani.
Nah guys, sekarang bagian soal pendidikan. Pak Prabowo di sini fokus banget sama SDM, karena beliau udah ngobrol sama kampus di Oxford dan Cambridge, itu di Inggris. Ngobrol tentang apa? Soal buka cabang atau kerjasama di Indonesia. Ya, karena Indonesia butuh banyak dokter ya, dan banyak juga ahli teknologi masa depan. Yuk nonton.
Education for me is very important. I've just come back from the United Kingdom and talking to great universities there. Oxford, Cambridge, Imperial College, King's College, University College London, etc., etc. And they are also very interested in coming to Indonesia. I'm also inviting American institutions to work with us in Indonesia. Education, fields of health. We have a shortage of 140,000 medical doctors, and we only graduate around 10,000 doctors a year.
Oke guys, yuk lihat gimana Pak Prabowo nutup pidatonya. Beliau juga bercanda soal kampanye terus, dan itu bikin suasana cair.
I think it's your fault for giving me a podium. Because an American political leader actually taught me, said, Prabowo, never stop campaigning. So even though you are just elected, and he told this a few weeks after I was elected, never stop campaigning. So this is, I always have this, who knows, I'll get 3 or 4 more supporters from this meeting.
Pak Prabowo di sini pintar bawa suasana, tapi dia juga tetap tegas soal kepentingan nasional. Malah guys, menurutku gaya diplomasi begini, ini bikin Indonesia makin disegani. Tetangga sebelah mending lihat dan belajar cara main ya di level dunia.
But anyway, you must know that we value U.S.-Indonesia relationship. We value American involvement, American participation, and for many years actually, you know, whether you like it or not, I mean, people in Southeast Asia always considers United States as a strong friend and let us say a leader of the free world. Thank you very much. Thank you.
Seru nggak sih guys dengerin pidato Pak Prabowo tadi? Ada pepatah dari Confucius yang pas banget situasi ini. Katanya, pelajarilah masa lalu jika ingin menentukan masa depan. Nah itulah yang dilakuin Pak Prabowo di AS. Beliau bawa harga diri bangsa lewat sejarah perjuangan Indonesia. Terima kasih guys sudah nongkrong bareng aku, bareng Roomsoft. Jangan lupa like, share, dan subscribe to the channel. Terima kasih dan sampai jumpa di video selanjutnya. Paka-paka.